So yesterday we have created this thing, right? So how to extend the classes. So have you practiced this?
Uh, I practiced Hello World and a few other basic
Okay.
programs. I didn't
Okay.
go to the internet.
Okay, fine. So you have an idea, right? So now how to create the objects and all.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically this is the file structure. So how file structure looks like in Java. Say for example,
Okay.
initially you have to create one new project, right?
Yeah.
So you have to create one new project. Okay. Under that new project, then you have to create a package, right?
Yeah.
So once you create the package, we have to create a class.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you create a class, then which all are comes
Of
under that class? You have the variable,
method.
methods, methods.
Uh, yeah. Method.
Okay.
Variables.
So variables it's nothing but a data types, right? So which holds the data and it will occupy some
Yeah.
space, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So this is all about how to like and methods is nothing but a functions, right? So you can have inside a method you have the functions, right?
Yeah.
Functions is nothing but statements. How to have the statements and all. Okay. So now before moving to that object oriented concepts, we would like to know what all are the different kinds of variables in Java. So how many types of variables you might be aware in Java? So there are different types of variables available in Java. So those all are, we can say variables in Java. Variables.
Okay.
Variables in Java. So
Yeah.
yesterday we have discussed about rules to identify the naming conventions, right? Before
Yeah.
giving any name, what all are the rules we have to follow? So we have already discussed that. So now we will discuss about the variables in Java. So basically in Java we have three types of variables.
Okay.
Three types of variables.
Okay.
Variables, three types of variables. So what all are those? First one is local variable. Second one is instance variable. Third one is static variable.
Okay.
So basically, what is the purpose of this? Suppose in any programming, if you declare a variable inside a method, okay, then we are
Okay.
calling those variables, we can call it as a local variables. That means that suppose we are having one class, right? Say for example, if we have one class, okay, under this class we have public, we have one public void main method is there, like add method is there. Assume that you have one add method. Okay, under this add method, so here you are going to declare one int a is equal to 10. Okay, so here
Okay.
what is 10? It is a data, right?
Yeah.
And variable name is a, right? So
Yeah.
this is inside a method, right? So this is
Yeah.
called as a local variable. That means it will accept within the class, within the method. It won't useful for any outside of these methods. Okay.
Okay. So this is
Before
local
one,
variable.
uh,
So this will be local variable.
correct. So this is a within the inside a method. You cannot use any outside of this method. Okay.
Okay.
But what is meant by instance variable? So instance variable, it's nothing but suppose if you declare any variable inside the class outside of the method. Say for example, int x is equal to 20. So
Okay.
this is we have defined under the class level and outside the method, right? So
Yeah.
whenever we have this class, we can use anywhere in the methods also. Suppose if you have 10 methods are there, you can utilize anywhere this variable, right? So
Yeah.
within the class level. So we are using this x is equal to 20. So we can define it at anywhere in the class level. So because here also, if you want, you can use, suppose here, say for example, int c is equal to x plus a, right?
Okay.
You can use it, okay? And suppose if you use any other method, then this won't be applicable, and it will applicable for x is equal to 20, okay? So that means outside of the method, inside of the class, that we can say we can use as a instance variable, okay? That would be applicable for entire class, okay? And
Okay.
similarly, static variable. Suppose if you define any variable with keyword as static int s is equal to 30. So this is nothing but a static variable. So the name, data type, or this variable which is assigned to a static keyword. So we can consider it as a static variable. So this is all about three types of variable and how we can make use of these things. Okay. Say for example, see now
Okay.
here we have the int a equal to 10, right?
Yeah.
So here we don't have any other parameters, right? Assume that here I have x, okay?
Okay.
And now I'm going to use here, this is under main method. So int y is equal to 20. Now int z is equal to x plus y. Okay,
Okay.
now I'm going to call this system.out.println c or z. Okay. So these two
Okay.
variables, it's compulsory applicable only for this particular thing only. So I cannot call any outside of this. So okay. So here we have these methods. So say for example, I'm having one more method here. Say here void Chennai is there. Suppose if I call here into z is equal to, or into d is equal to z plus y. So is it going to accept here? This is zy we are declared here. X comma y we are declared under the main method, right?
Yeah. In main method, it will not call, right? It will not call.
Yes. So that variable. So here we have this, we will get the x, then z and y are unresolved type. So we have to declare it other again. Okay. So within the
Okay.
class, so here also we have class city. So here if you define any int variable here, say here class name 1 is there. Suppose
Okay.
here we have this a plus b. So in this method, can I call this to a plus b? Can I suppose if I,
Um.
because here also if I pass here into a comma into b. So here we are going to int c is equal to a minus b. Okay.
Okay.
So we have a different method. So these all are the child methods. So here we are declaring and we are passing the
Okay.
parameters.
Yeah, I think we can call because it's in the void main, right?
Yes, yes.
We already calling
We
that.
we can have the different methods, right? So we can make this call. But now here this x and y is there 20. So I can call this one. And suppose here if I have this class level into k is equal to 20. Okay, I am declaring int k equal to 20. Then I can use here also as a plus k. I can make use of this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here we are giving this cannot make a static reference to the non-static. Okay.
Okay.
So this is how we are going to use this. So now if I run this, we'll get
So we'll remove static there in that case.
yes, because if it is a static, that means that here also public we have right public static void main method.
Okay.
So static. So that's why here also we have to make use of int. We can make this as a static, because if the if this is a level, so we are declaring this is also static keyword. So that's why, because it is not accepting the lower levels. So that's why we are going to use as a static keyword. So here also,
Okay.
if you want, we can use static. So, but we'll see that. Okay. So these all are the different types of variables, and where we can use local variable and instance variable, like that. Okay. So here I
Okay.
have one in this method, I am going to use int u is equal to 20. Okay. So I have declared it within this method, but if I use here int v is equal to 30, so can I go with int h is equal to u plus v? Is it applicable?
U plus.
We can't, right? Because these
It's
all are
void.
the
No, no, it's child and child, right? No, I can't.
because these all are the local variables, right?
Yeah.
So local variables, it should be within the method only. So this can make call only within the method. That's why even though if we have multiple methods, we cannot able to call here, because this u is not a variable here. It will give you u cannot be a result of variable here. See. So but what I can do, I will make this as a under class level. Okay, I will make this as a comment, or I will make use of this. See, now I can use this as a instance variable, right? Under instance variable. So now you can call this variable at any method, right? See, now it is accepting. You got the difference?
Yeah.
That's why. So whenever if you declare a variable inside the class, then we can make use of any other methods also. But if we use variable declare under that particular method, that is going to be applicable only for that particular method. Okay. So I hope
Okay.
you cleared that difference between this instance variable and local variable. So you can make a call anywhere within the method. So if you have 100 methods also, you can go with easily. You can make use of reusable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is about like difference instance variable and local variable, and how we can make use of that things. Okay.
So
And next,
static variable we can use it anywhere. To be frank.
yes. Yeah, that is
So
we
instant
can.
variable.
So this is a static
Okay.
variable, right? Wherever we are having this static means. So see, now this we have derived in the main class, right?
Yeah.
This k we will see whether it is going to be applicable here or not, because this is a different class, right? This is a
Yeah.
different class, but see, it will throw you an error, because that k should be applicable within this method, this class only, because this main class, wherever we are having the main class, it would be applicable for that particular main class only. It won't go beyond this class. Even suppose if I have one more class city here, so I have name one. Suppose if I use here, this is a u equal to 20. This is an instance variable under this class level, but I cannot call here. This here I cannot make call u because this is outside of the class. This is a different class
Okay.
name, right? So we can't use this. Okay. So within the class, outside of the class, within the method. That is how we can able to make use of those variables.
Okay.
Okay. So, and we have discussed about class and object yesterday. So what is meant by class and what is meant by object? So how to create the methods and how to call the methods under the main method. Okay.
Okay.
So now with the help of this, now we will go with what all are the OOPS concept and what is the main purpose of OOPS concepts. What is the main purpose? Main purpose of OOPS concepts is what?
Uh,
See, now
to
here
to
when you are using
I mean
first,
to call the
huh?
okay, to call the methods as required.
Correct. That
Object.
doesn't mean that it's a kind of code reusability, right?
Yeah.
Code reusability. Okay. Then code enhancement. Suppose if you want to insert or if you want to add more methods, you can add it, right? Enhancement. Enhancement
Yeah.
of the project. Then suppose down the line, after few months or after 6 months, you don't want to use those concepts or you don't want to require those methods. You can delete that. So you can enhance, so deleting the unnecessary functionalities means based on the business, you may have to either add the new features or delete or remove the existing features, right? Which is not compatible or which is not required. Those things and all, or you can able to reuse it. Means we can make it removable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now apart from this, we can have the less time. It will take lesser time, right? Lesser time.
Yeah.
And you have the code maintainability. This is very important. Code maintainability. Maintainability. That doesn't mean that if we have 1,000 lines of code, it is very difficult to maintain, right? Suppose tomorrow, if you are facing any issue, you need to recheck all the code where it found the defect or where it got deviated and all, right?
Yeah.
Assume that suppose I will have one project, say I am having one banking project, okay? Under that banking project. Okay, so this is before implementing the OOPS features. Say in normally in banking projects, what all are the accounts we have? Say, so assume that you have the savings account, right?
Yeah.
Savings account, then you may have the current account, then you may have any credit card. Okay,
Yeah.
and assume that you have one common file called as a bank, like assume that you have one file called as a bank.
Okay.
Okay, so basically when you are going to have in this savings account, you may have 200 methods are there. Okay, and current account, you may have 175 or 150 methods are there, 150 methods. And credit card, you may have 100 methods. Okay. So now tell me total how many methods are there here? 100 plus 150 plus 200. So 250. So you may have total 450 methods are there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But there are which common functionalities, say for example, name, address, Aadhaar card, these all are some features are getting common across all the functionalities. So what they will do, they will create one common reference file. So there you may have all the common functionalities. Say for example, in the savings account, assume that you may have 75 methods, which say 75 methods, okay, and you have current account also, you may have 50 methods, and
Okay.
in this credit card you may have 35 methods or 50 methods.
Okay.
So what is happening here? So 75 plus 50 plus 50, total how many methods are there? We have 125 methods,
175.
175, right?
Yeah.
So total 175 methods. Okay, so now here, out of this 50 methods are common across all the features. So here, you may have reusable methods are there. So 50 reusable methods, and here also we have 50 reusable methods. Here you may have 75 reusable methods are there. So in that case, are we going to write all the places for all these? Assume that you may have 50 are common. Okay, all the places, 50 methods are common,
Okay.
common for all classes. So that doesn't mean what is going to happen here. So 50 into 3. So you have 150 methods, right? Common. Okay, so 50 methods are common, right?
Oh, just a sec. Your voice has been disconnected. Just a sec.
Okay.
Hello.
See,
Yeah. now it's fine.
now I am saying that 50 methods are common, right?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It was silent, so I was.
Okay, now you are able to see. I am saying that
Yeah.
savings account, we have 50 methods are common. Current account, 50 methods are common. Credit card also 50 methods are common. So are we going to
Okay.
implement each and every place that 50 methods?
No. No. No.
Right? So what you have to do, you can remove that 50 methods and create a one base file, base class. Okay, and rest how many are remaining? Here you may have 150, right? And here you have 100, and here you have 50. So total how many are pending? So 150, 200, 300 methods, right?
Yeah.
300, and you have total 50. So total how many you will get? 300 plus 50, total 350 methods.
Yeah.
But if we go individually, then how many methods you want to spend? 100 plus 250. So total 450 methods, right?
Yeah.
You are going to save like 100 methods, you are going to save, right?
Yeah.
So because this is a smaller example, but like that, assume that if you have thousands of methods, so when you are having thousands of methods, then obviously that will impact the code reusability, right? So this is a code reusability. So this 50 base file thing, you are going to use across the project, right? Not only in a single module. Tomorrow, if they are implementing 2, 3 more modules, so there also your count is going to reduce, right? So tomorrow, if they are added some kind of functionalities, assuming that mutual fund account or any trading account. So whenever if you are going to add that, So obviously those methods are going to reduce it, right?
Yeah.
So that is how it is going to be helpful. So when you are going to use that concepts, code reusability, code maintainability, and readability and modularity, these all are going to be improved. So modularity is nothing but what? You are going to be segregate across the project or across the banking project in different modules wise for more readability or convenience purpose. You can make it as a more modularity. We can say it's a modularity. That means we can divide the project into a multiple
Okay.
breaking structures. So now now this is how. So sir, how we are going to reduce this kind of methods? So how are we going to reduce these methods from 450 to 350? 100 methods where I want to save the time. How we can able to do this? So that is what we are going to implement now with the help of OOPS concepts. So that is called as a inheritance.
Okay.
Then we have the polymorphism. We have abstraction. Then we have encapsulation.
Okay.
So now what is meant by inheritance? So inheritance, say for example, you are having some properties, okay? Say for example, assume that you are having, your grandfather is having some 1 crore amount. Okay, so now maybe this might be in terms of like cash or gold, in the form of gold or in the form of property. There might be some anything. Okay, so they may have the multiple things. Okay, so now assume that this is a grandparent. You may have the grandparent. Okay, and then so assume that next level of thing is uh, our parents. So your parent, okay, parent also have some kind of any mutual account, mutual fund account, investment, okay, and it says around 10 lakh rupees. Okay,
Okay.
so then this is in form of investments, mutual funds. Okay, mutual funds or stock exchange. So they may have this. So assume that this is a parent level. Okay.
Okay.
So now under child level. So now we have the child. So we can say under child. But child is having only, it's a very minimum amount of 5 lakhs of in terms of putting anything stock market, or he is investing in a property, or somewhere he is utilizing this amount. Okay, so this is a 5 lakhs. Okay, so now here how many relations are there here?
1, 2, 3.
Three relations are there, right? So parent to parent, again from grandparent to child, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So now tell me, uh, as a child, can we able to access all the 10 lakhs from your father? Is it going to be eligible
No.
real time?
No. Look, only from grandfather we can access that.
Yes, no, but when you are acquiring the properties from grandparent, then why can't from parent? Because child child can acquire properties from both parent plus
Grandparent.
grandparent. Okay,
Okay.
but your parent can access only your grandparent amount. Okay.
Okay.
So here your grandparent can't access any of the either child or son. So he cannot have any rights to access either their son or their grandchildrens. Okay.
Okay.
So with this is a parent-child relationship. So we can consider it as a parent-child relationship. Parent-child
Okay.
relation. We can consider it as a parent-child relation. That means as a child, he can able to access their parents and grandparents properties, whatever we have. But parent cannot be able to access child properties. Okay. Similarly, if we have one more child is there, child 2. Say assume that you have child 2. Child 2 also perfectly can able to access their parents' property, either grandparent or parent. Okay. And if he is a elder of this child, then he can able to access that child property as well. Okay. Depends on the child relationship. Okay. So
Okay.
now the question arises here, how are we going to access? Sir, I have these properties. My grandparent is having this. Now I am having only cash. So how I can able to make use of that? Okay, so in that case, we have a keyword called as extends. Extends keyword.
Okay.
Okay, so with the help of extends keyword, we can able to use all these methods. Whatever they're having, we can call the methods from that things. Okay, so this is how we
Okay.
are going to use. So here we have all the parent class, child class, everything is there. That means parent is we can consider it as a super class, and these all are we can consider it as a subclasses. Okay. So with the help of extends keyword, we can implement these things. And how many, there are different types of inheritance are there. So what all are those? We have single inheritance, single inheritance. See,
Okay.
once we close this meeting, right, we can connect on the same meeting, okay? Again,
Yeah.
single inheritance, then multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multi-level
Okay.
inheritance, okay? Then hybrid or hierarchy inheritance or hybrid inheritance.
Okay.
Okay, so these all are the different types of inheritance. Now we can see first level of inheritance, that is called as a single inheritance. So what is meant by single inheritance? Say for example, you are having one class. So can I take directly in this example itself? Okay. So now I am going to create one project. I will create one new project here. I'm going to create one new Java project, and I will save here as a oops concept. Okay. See why this is getting it as an invalid module name,
Space is there.
because we are going to use package name always starts with small letters.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and
Space also
otherwise,
small bit.
see here, and we have space also in between. So even space also it won't accept. Okay. So now I am just going to finish it up. So I don't want to use. So this is the folder structure. Once we create a project, it will create one source code file here. So this is a modular. So this is not required for us. And under this SRC, Now what we are going to do? We have to create one
package.
package, right? So I'm just
Yeah.
keeping it as the same package name. Under this package, we are going to create one class called as a inheritance.
Okay.
Okay, so now I am going to create one main method. Okay. So now I have created one main method. Okay.
Okay.
So now I am going to create one more class parent. See, whenever we are going to describe here parent and class relation, it doesn't mean that we can go with only this. You may have different things also. You may have animals, we can take vehicles, anything we can take, okay? But it's a relation
Okay.
between parent and child concept, okay? So now I am going to create one
Okay.
method here, class here, okay? Under this class, I am going to create one method here, system dot public void cache. Okay. Now here system dot out dot println. Cache is available. Okay. So this is a cache. Okay. So now I'm going to create one more method. So which is the method name as gold, right?
Okay.
So gold is available. Okay. So I have one more class here. Class. Here we can use grandparent. Okay. Here you can use class parent. Okay. So parent is having uh, public void silver.
Okay.
Okay. So now just use the same concept here. Silver is available. Okay. So now I'm having one more method as mutual funds. Mutual funds is available. Mutual funds are available. Okay. So now there is a one more class I have. So now how many classes are there now?
1, 2.
Okay, so
Okay.
here
1,
I'm
2,
going
3,
to
4.
make it as a child. So child
Okay.
is having property, property. And this is bonds. He is having bonds or fixed deposits, whatever it may be.